Hey guys, welcome back. So we're going to move forward with our second section on our page. Okay, we started with the header and then the footer, and now we finalized the hero, and now we're moving forward to the next section. All right, so the next section on our website is the About Us, with two important areas here. They are areas of the reservation and also a Google Maps area here on the About Us section. Okay, so we're gonna just move forward with this section now. Maybe we can move forward with the other one, but this one probably gonna spend a lot of more time on this one. So let's concentrate on the About Us. Okay, on the About Us page, we have three pictures here. On the left, we have a section in the middle, and we have this section. So what you can understand is we have three columns, right? You have three columns. The way to do this on Brizy is simple, but you have to pay attention on how to do it right. And also, we're not developing the tablet version and the mobile version, but we're doing actually the desktop version now. So we have to make sure it looks great in every single device, but now we're concentrating on the desktop. Okay, to do so, you can understand we have three columns here. If I put my guidelines over here, I can have the column number 1, column number 2, and column number 3. That makes easier for us to understand, to visually understand the structure of the page. Okay, so looking at this section right now, the three main aspects we have to take care of is starting from the pictures, then with the text, and then with the reservation booking table system. I don't have a open table system. I don't have access to that. You have to be a real restaurant to have access to this technology, since it's just an example. So we're going to replace that with a picture, or we're going to try to find an embed code from any other system, just for you to understand how the embed code works on this specific area. We can create a forum. We can do a lot of different things, just for you to have a better perspective of how to do it. Okay. All right, let's do it. So we have three pictures. So let's start with the pictures. Okay. So as we understand, all these pictures here, they have different sizes. So the size of the picture, you always set on Brizy. Okay. How wide it is, how high it is, if it's square, if it's rounded corners. This type of configuration you do on Brizy. You don't have to work on Photoshop and change everything. You just need the picture in a very good resolution, but in a low size. It's not a heavy file, a heavy JPEG. It's very light, easy to load. It's not that complicated. So I have to have all these three pictures, and I always recommend pictures on the website. You can start with the 800 by 800 pixels. So what you can do is just go create a new file and do 800 by 872 dpi. That's it. It's a simple file. Then you go back to the original layout, and then you drag your picture all the way to here. Okay, so this is our picture. This is actually the original picture with the very nice quality. And then we are going to export this picture in a low resolution, but with quality. So you go to File, and then you go to Export, Save for Web, and then you choose the option 60 or 50 quality. And then here we're going to do like 800 by 800. All right, so let's save. And then after that, let's just find a place to save under our folder. So let's put this, pick one. Then we're going to do the same process for all the other three pictures. So let's go and do the same. Let's just make sure we can increase the size. And since it's just an illustration, you don't have to be worry about the corners, the edges. You can define that on Brizy. It's not a problem. Let's just make sure we can make it correctly. Just make sure the size is correctly as well. 800 by 800. I thought I did 800 before, but anyway, let me just do pick number 2, and then the green one. Let's just drag all the way here, and just add insert inside of our box. So the box is our reference for the picture. So we can even increase and remember quality. The quality is great. The quality of these pictures are just amazing. Let's keep a little corner just so they can understand this is a plate. So yeah, let's export and do the same. So 800 by 800, 50 quality, 132. Okay, it's fine. It's still kind of big, 131 KB in terms of size, but it's okay just for this class. It's not gonna hurt. If you can go down in size, better, but keep the quality all the way up. Pretty much because you're talking about a restaurant, right? So restaurant, people buy with their eyes first, then they go there and eat and have the experience. All right, so let's do the second thing. Actually, this is the first thing. We just export all the pictures. Let's go now and create a section. So I'm going to create a new section here, a brand new, and I'm going to create a blank section. Okay, so this is our blank section. Let's go back to our template here. Our layout, we have 3 columns, as I said before. So we have pictures, text, and the functionality and the map. So let's divide in 3 columns. Okay, 3 columns. So let's go back to Brizy, and let's go on the left side. We have our toolbar, and under the toolbar we have the option column. So let's take the column and drag all the way here. All right, so we have 2 columns now. We need 3 columns. It's okay. So let's just duplicate the third one. All right, perfect. Okay, so now here we need a picture, our gallery, to be in place. Now, how can we do that? You can do it in 2 ways. You can just have follow the structure we have here and have the pictures independently separated in different positions. So you can have exactly like that. Or you can have the column and just have a picture exactly like this with the 3 pictures. So the fastest way for me is just come over here, even with the pictures divided, we can do just this. We can just remove this guidelines right here, and then we go all the way and we take these pictures here. I don't know if this is a group. Let's take this guy here as it is. Let's create another this is our pixels, that's the reason. So let's create another file. So let's say 1200 by, let's say 2200. All right, so let's move this guy all the way here, and then take the pictures from the template and let's kind of simulate. It's kind of a simulation of how our columns, how our section is going to look like. All right, so now we have the 3 pictures here. Okay, now we need to increase the border because I remember we have some kind of a stroke around the box. Let me increase the stroke by 4 just in case we have and let me delete this background as well, so it's all right, perfect. So let's go to the second rectangle that is holding the picture inside, and let's add a 4 stroke, now stroke number 4, and let's do the third one, and let's do the stroke number 4. All right, so now we have all the 3 pictures, okay, selected. These pictures, let's just pretend they're already approved by the client, so there's not going to be a big of a deal to have them right here. Let's keep the same structure and just take this file and reduce the width of this banner, and let's make sure we have the size that makes sense. So now it's 683 by 1168, 72 dpi's, and now this will become a PNG file because there's no background. Okay, let's make a little bit smaller and let's export to the web, save for web. Now let's select the PNG here on the top, and now let's go. So this is 1.5 megabytes file. It's a very heavy file. So it's okay, it's fine. Let's keep it, but let's reduce the size right from here. So instead of having 1168, let's do 800. I don't know if we have 800. No, 800 is too much. Let's do 600. height. Okay, all right, 600. Now it looks better. It looks better. So 312K. So let's export this guy and see how it looks like. So this is a triple pic. All right, let's go back to our website and let's add the picture right here. So go on the left side, the tool panel, and just drag the picture right here. All right, so let's put the picture. The tool is right there. Click on the first option on the menu, and then you click at the center of the image selector. Let's upload the file because we don't have the file on the system yet. So let's just upload, select files, and triple pic is right here. All right, let's just select and add to our project. All right, that is awesome. So let's go back now and give 100% height. So the height is going to be 100%. Look at that. That proportion, this proportion right here, is different than the proportion we have on the layout. We don't know if it is going to be that high. Okay, so what you have to do now is transfer the text. Well, the text is our reference on how high is going to be this picture. So we have about us as a title. So let's copy the title and go back to the Brizy builder. And let's take one of these titles. We already have there. It's ready. It's just duplicate. So let's just duplicate here and drag all the way down. All right. So it's right here. We can see because it's white. I don't know if you have, yeah, the color is pretty much the same. So let me just match the color, see the color is the same. Yeah, it's white. So let's keep the color, the brown color of this text. Let me copy the code of this brown to make sure it's accurate. And let's go back to the text and just paste the same brown. All right, so the brown's right here. So let's go back and copy and duplicate the text from our banner and just drag it out. You don't have to recreate everything from scratch, okay? Just duplicate, and let's use just the color black as a reference. All right, so now we have the text. Let's copy the text from the template. Copy the text from the template, and let's paste on the website. All right, so the distance here is kind of high. We're using 1.9 distance here. Again, click on the text, click on the first option, and then you have 1.9 here. So let's make a little bit smaller, like 1.6, maybe 1.5. All right, 1.5 is fine. Let me see, 18 is a good size. I like 18, I like 16 as well. So let's keep 16, I guess, for now. For now, let's do 16. The distance between this guy here is too big too. Let's do 1.6. Awesome. All right, so let's go back here. I think 16 is gonna be maybe too small. Let's do 18. All right, let's do 18. It's fine. All right, nice. Let me just check the pictures now, because now I have the text. Now I have the title, I have the text. I can see the difference between the picture in the text section. And if I go back to my template, they're almost matching. There's a little bit on the top, a little bit on the bottom, right? So I can even create a box here. This is the space we have right here, and this is the space we have here on the top. It's almost the same. So let me go back to my Brizy, and first of all, let's make this smaller. Click on the picture, go to the corner, and just drag all the way down. All right, so this is a good size. It's a good size. The second thing you have to do is come over here on the corner of the box, the column of the text, right here on the corner, click, and just go on settings, and then you hit the center, okay? The center right here. Now you have some gap on the top and some gap at the bottom, right? Perfect. Now the distance between these two sections, because you have the hero banner and you have the text banner, so this distance here you can fix, or you can make bigger or smaller or larger as you wish. I think the distance we have here is not that much. It's very close actually. So let's do the same. Let's not too close like this. I think we have to have some space, like a breathing area, and then do the same. So here we have 30 pixels, as you can see, 30. Let's do 30 here at the bottom as well, just to keep the same. All right. Another thing we have is a shadow coming from the banner, from the hero, from the back of the hero. So let's go here under the options on the banner, on the main hero banner we created before. And now click here on the customizer, the option right here, color, and then you go to border. Now we don't have the shadow option for the section. This is very interesting. I didn't know that we don't have a shadow for the section. This is interesting. I think this is something we have to ask to the Brizy team to think about it. Maybe having a shadow under the section. That will look nice for sure. Let me see if we have something here under the advanced. No, we don't have it. Under styling as well, we don't have it. All right, let's keep like this for now. So now we have the picture. We can make it even a little bit bigger. And then we have the welcome text. Awesome. So this is very similar to what we have now. Now we have the column, the third column, which is composed by the two sections. So you have the section number 1 is the reservation system, and then the section number 2 is the map. So let's do this right now. So the first thing you have to do is bringing two sections inside of that box, inside of this container here. So let's do it. Let's go on the toolbar on the left, and then here we're gonna have a row. So let's do 2 rows here. So, but one row goes under each other, so under the other. So we have 2 side by side. Have to do is just come here on the corner, and then drag all the way down right here. So now we have the section number 1 and section number 2. But you see, there's a container. There's an additional container holding these rows over here. This is not what I'm looking for. So let me delete this guy and just duplicate this other 2. So let me bring back all the way down here. See, now I have 2 lines. I have 2 rows actually inside of the container. Perfect. This is exactly what I'm looking for. If you don't want to create something, you can do outside, but outside is going to be on the top of all the 3 columns. This is also something that we are now looking for. So let's keep this column with these 2 rows. And let's go back to our template, right? On the template, this is something I have to make sure is very clear, is very sharp. Text, map, and address. So let's start with the map and first, then you go to the reservation system. Okay, first of all, we need a title called location. Then we need a map, then the address right there. Okay, let's go back to the Brizy builder. And here, you're gonna have the 3 informations you're looking for. The first one is the map. So let's drag the map on our toolbar. Just drag the map all the way here. Awesome, now we have the map. Second thing, we need a title. So let's take this guy here because it's very similar to what you're looking for. Let's duplicate this text and drag all the way up to the on the top of the map, but inside of the container. Okay, make sure it's inside of the container. Let's paint this text in black and let's just add the text location. All right, so location is right here. Perfect. Now we're going to duplicate this guy and go and just drag all the way to the bottom, and it's going to be our location. So let's go back to the template and paste right here under the map. Okay, so now we have the 3 informations, necessary information. However, look the design. On the design, it's a very short map. The map is wide, but it's short. So we have to keep the same. Go back to the Brizy and just dragging like a picture. Look at that. Look at this. Look, you can just create the same feel, the same look and feel that you have on the template. Just make it a little bit shorter. Awesome. So the location is in bold. Let's use the bold, the native bold from the font type. We can use medium, you can use semi-bold, okay. And let's use the same for our address. All right. So this one, sorry. So this one we have to do normal and have to do bold, just the word address. Okay, it looks very similar. Okay, now we're gonna go back and do the system. All right, for the system, what I suggest is we don't have the open table system right here. It's just a suggestion, right? So let's just jump here. What you can do is create a short form. I don't know if we can reproduce whatever we have here. I think we can. We can reproduce this guy here. Make a reservation. There's a logo. day, time, and 2 people. Okay, it's fine, no problem. Let's see if we can reproduce this box right here using the Brizy system actually, but it's not going to work as a reservation system. It's just for the template purpose. Okay, let's try to do pretty much the same. I never did this before, but let's do it. Let's go on the form. Let's bring the form right here. Where our form right here, and drag all the way here. Nice. Now let's click on the paragraph section. I don't want it. Let's just delete it. And then I don't want this guy too because it's the email. Then we have the selector. And then on the selector, we have on the template, as I remember, we have the date, right? So this is kind of a date situation. So let's go back to our template. Let's type date. Let's type I don't know, date, or pick your date. Right. Then you're gonna duplicate this guy here. Then we're gonna select what is the next one here is the time. So pick your time. The third one is gonna be 2 people. So date, time, and people. All right. Date, time, and people. Let's go back to Brizy. So date, time, select your time, and let's duplicate this one, and this is gonna be number of guests. All right, that's it. This is our form. So let's go back to this is find a table. Interesting. So find a table. Let's change the name. Find a table. Okay, there's no icons here, so let's delete the icon, and let's now just match the colors. Okay, so let's just pretend this is our form, a reservation system. Let's go back to our make a reservation is a title. Let's keep the title as they're saying here. Okay, make a reservation. Awesome. Let's centralize that. And now we just need to make sure the colors are matching. Let's go back to the template and let's pick the color. So this is the color for our button. Copy the code from the color, go back to the website and just select the color option and paste the option. And when I mouse over, it's not supposed to become green. So here on the left side, click on the hover option and paste the same red. And make it a little bit darker just in case, so they can feel it that they are mousing over. Okay. All right. So the borders. So for the borders, click on the top or any field. Just click it. Go to the colors, and then you're gonna select the color. So BG background, it's fine. Text a little bit darker. Okay. Let's go back to the template. Okay, it's 100% black, and the borders are kind of a gray border. All right. So let's push the text all the way down. So black, the border is going to be dark border, not that dark. Let's change the transparency here. All right. Awesome. And make a reservation. Okay, it looks similar. It's not looking exactly the same, but it looks similar. We don't have the icons here. I don't know. We cannot use icons here on the form. But again, this is just an example, okay? If you have a reservation system, the easiest way is just come over here and use the embed tool, drop the embed tool right here, and then add it, clicking on the first option, and just drop the code over here, whatever system you use, and it's gonna pop up right there. We're not having that code right now, so you're creating our own. Okay, so now we're gonna go back and create some space on the top and at the bottom of this form, just for us to have some space like the template. See, you have some gaps here on the top, some gaps on the bottom. We have the logo here, open table. Should we do the logo? Okay, let's do the logo. So, okay, open table logo. Okay, let's try to make it as real as possible. Okay. Open table logo. Okay, and let's find this one. Looks very similar, so let's use this one. Let me save that picture and let me add right here, and let's go back to our system. Let me update this page, this project, to make sure it's saved, And let's add a picture right below that. See, I'm adding below. Every time you drag and drop stuff on Brizy, just check the lines. Every single line represents a position where you can drop something, okay? So just look the lines, and this is the line. This is the easiest way to do it. I don't know any other builder that is so easy like Brizy. For real, this is easy. Then let's go back and upload our file. This is our logo right here, okay? Awesome, our logo is right here. Let's select and add to our page. It's big, so how can you solve this problem? Just making it smaller, simple like that. And then you just make a little bit smaller to look like our template. Okay, yeah, look very similar. The thing is, it's very narrow. It's a very narrow form. So let's go back to our form and try to make it even narrower. If this word even exists, here we go. So this is looking very similar, right? But we have a lot of space between the logo and the title. You can easily solve this problem. Just zero down here on the margin settings, and at the bottom 0 as well. So here we go. So you just click here on the form settings, and under settings you can change all the heights and widgets of your project. All right, so now if you go back to our template and look this guy here and look the template we have, it's very similar. We have some rounded corners here, right? And it's very connected. Find a table. All right, find a table is not all caps. Let's go back to our form. I don't know what type of font they're using, but find a table. We're trying to use a similar one. The font type I think is too big. Let's go back to and make this smaller, maybe 16. Yeah, 16 is fine. 16 is fine. And then the separation between these elements, I don't know if you can make even closer. Honestly, I don't know. This is 100%. Let's keep it 100%. I don't know if you can make it closer. This is a good question. Spacing. Okay, the spacing. Okay, so then we can maybe, but I have to create a selection here. All right, maybe, here we go. Look the space. Man, this Brizy is awesome. I have no words. So let's go back to this has to be a little bit bigger. The button should be a little bit bigger. And then, you know what? Let's try to make this this form with the rounded corners, right? So let's do it. I think we can do here on settings. If we go on settings here on the corner, and then we go to, we don't have it. Let's see where we can do this. Rounded corners, multiple types, select, advanced background. I remember we had that before on Brizy. I'm not sure if we, because I know the button we can do rounded corners, but I don't know about the fields. This is a good question. All right, this is maybe another suggestion we can do. We can make for our amazing. Here we go. I think this is one. This is the one. I knew it. Here we go. Let's do 2, but he's doing for all of them. So every single one is rounded. It's different than here. Then we have the rounded only at the corners at this design, which is appear to be right. But it's okay. We can keep like this. Just to have a little corner, and the other one we have a border, but the corner is going to be 2 as well, just in case. But no corner, no border. I don't want a border. I just want the corner to be rounded. All right, guys, that's it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. So the final thing is giving a border for our box around our form, right? Like this one. So you need to give a border color is all boxed, and you also need to give a shadow. So let's do it. So let's go back to our border, and I believe we can go on colors. See, the box, the container is the pink container. The one container for the location, another container for the form. So let's select the options here on the corner, like this one, and let's go to color options, and let's do the border, and let's do a dark red type of border, and let's make the size smaller. Let's select right here at the bottom, let's do 1 and see how it looks like. All right, it looks very thin, so let's just change it to, let's again, options, colors, border, and let's do 2. All right, okay, it looks similar, not perfect, but similar. All right, so the make reservation is black, open table is right here, find the table is there. Let's go back again and let's make sure it's not. Now, what are you gonna do now? We have to make this box a little bit less wider, or a little bit shrinking a little bit. So let's go on the settings, more settings, and I believe we can do something with the padding. I'm not sure, but let's see the padding, sorry, the margins. I think we can do something like this. All right. Okay. It looks good. So the padding, we're gonna extend a little bit, and we can play a little bit on the top, and we can play with the bottom as well. All right. So let's make a little bit, a little less actually. All right. From this border perspective, the thing you have to do now is bring the shadow. So go on the top, go on the color, shadow, and then we're gonna do number 10, I guess. Yeah, number 10. Let's do 15. That is the dimension, the size of the shadow. Then you're gonna do maybe 10. No, not this one. Let's do 0 again. Let's do 10 down. This is exactly what I'm looking for. The 10 going down, pushing the shadow down, because the shadow on the template is pretty much going down. It's going everywhere, but it's moving down, not moving up. So let's go back to the design and let's a little bit more transparent. Perfect. All right, so now I have the border, I have the form, and I have the shadow. Now let's go and move this guy up and see how it looks like on the desktop. Now, click here on the options on the top, and then the second thing you have to do, let's try 2 things. One is move only the reservation up. The second try, they're going to do the entire blue box, entire column, all the way up. Okay, so let's try this one first. So again, I click on the corner just for the box for the reservation. Then I select the more settings. Then I go with the margin and I go push up. Look at this. It's all the way up. Okay, so now it's moving on the top of the hero banner. It's exactly what I'm looking for. I don't have to change the position of the location. It's just one element going all the way up. Okay, so now I'm gonna put a white color on the background of this container. So the container is here, but the options are right here. Okay, so we have to click the options. The option stays on the same position. Then we go to the colors, and then we have to do the overlay color, which is white. All right, that looks good. So now let's take a look on the overall. So we have a alignment on the website that goes from the logo. I want you to follow with me here. This is the alignment from the entire website. This is the alignment. So the alignment has to follow as a rule for the entire page, right? If you go on the sides, what is happening is you're gonna have some limitations in terms of the how big or how small is the device looking the page. So it's always safe for you to keep working inside the borders, inside the space you have in your project. Okay, so let's keep exactly like this. I think the only thing you have to do is push the picture on the left because it's escaping a little bit from the alignment based on the logo. Okay, so let's push this one on the left. Okay, it's a little bit closer to the left. Let's bring this guy here. We can even push the text a little bit. Okay, and then we can make this picture a little bit bigger. All right, so now we have a page. If we look down, this is a location. Let me save it and let's see how it looks like in real life, in in a real browser. Oh, look at this. It's similar. It's very it's not narrowed, but it's following the alignment that was proposed from the beginning, which is a center alignment. Even if you have pictures escaping out to the sides, you have your page aligned at the center. So right here you have this section. When you go back to the template, it's very similar. See, it's very similar. So since this is a draft, this is a idea, this is a suggestion that we develop from the beginning. Say, hey, I think if it looks like this, it's gonna look good. Let's go back to the final result, and really it does. It really look good. The thing that is bothering me is the alignment these elements are not having here. There's no alignment here. So how can I fix that? We can move these guys all the way here. It's going to look bigger for sure. At this moment, it's going to look bigger. But there's something that you can do to make this thing aligned. So this is the way maybe we can figure out and can solve this problem for the alignment of that. And then we can make this thing even shorter. Let me try here pushing to the left to see how it looks like. Look at this. Just aligning all the way here, it's already look way better than was before. And our map, we can just move the map to the right, actually to the left, and just shrink the size like this. See? Now it looks more balanced, right? Looks more balanced. So it's a lot of time. Maybe you're gonna expand here on this section, but at the same time, it's going to be a section people are not going to skip. They're going to look at this place, they're going to look this section, they're going to interact with that and make sure it's all here. Even if you're not happy with this escaping here, escaping right this on this corner, so you definitely can make like pixel perfect all the way to the left, to the right. Of course you can, but you got the idea. You got the idea. You can do it. You can do it. On Brizy, you definitely can do it. So you go to settings right here. I'm going to the settings of this section here, and you can even push. If I go to margins, I can even push this guys to here. See, just to stay on the right on the right position. So that is the power of Brizy. It's amazing. And this text here, even if you don't like it, even if we can, hey, this is kind of crunchy. Let's do it. Let's make it smaller. Let's do 17. So it feels like it's more combined or involved in the text by itself. Another thing I think is going to be safer here in this situation is try to bring a spacer in between these two elements right here. See? A spacer here, it will help a lot. So you have definitely 100% control of the alignment. So you have the pictures, you have the welcome. If you want to bring the pictures individually like we did before, like one picture here, another picture here, another picture there, you can do it as well. But you have to do the same we did here on the right side with the form. You have to have different one container with different lines, and you can play with the pictures all the way back and forth. So I decided to keep one picture here on the left, and play in the same way right here on the make a reservation, because I knew that we have to do it in the future. Okay. All right, so this is the section about us. I think it's very similar from our draft, our main template. We unfortunately don't have the system. I would like to have the exactly same system right here for you. We don't have it, but it's fine. It's fine. We can definitely use a mock-up of this this form, so it looks great. All right, so let me save it. Okay, I'm saving that. I'm saving the entire project. Now let me refresh this page here just to make sure we have everything synchronized. Here we go. We have the about us section and our pictures, our text, and everything here as our template. All right. Thank you for watching this one. The next one is gonna be this section here. Our specials of the month. Okay, 4 columns, a couple designs, a couple pictures. Easy peasy. You're gonna love it. Let's go to the next page. The next video is just the section for the specials. Thank you for watching. So at this point, I'm happy you're here. If you have any question, just drop in the comments below. See you next video.